Ciao Bella, welcome to Bello and Ginetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I have an amazing yarn haul for you guys today. It did not come from Walmart, but it is in a Walmart bag. And I'm excited to share this yarn with you and this studio with you because I've wanted to visit the studio for a very long time, and was not able to. And then when I went back to the States, I tried to be selective in the places that I went and go to places that I hadn't been before. So this place is Wayward Fibers, and it is in well, technically it's in James City. The studio is, or it's Wayward Fiber Arts in James City, North Carolina, which is just outside of New Bern, North Carolina. So I have talked about this place before. So the socks that I made, sorry, I got a message on my computer. Go away. The socks that I made, the two pairs of socks that I made, one I made with, actually, hold on, I have them, just a moment. Okay, so the first pair of socks that I made, this is the Kronos colorway from the Odyssey line, and then if you were not here when I showed these, I made the right one bigger because my ankle, I have really bad problems with my right foot and my ankle, so it swells. So I made this one a little bit bigger than this one. And then I made these two out of two oddball. Again, the right is bigger than the left. But they also have something called oddballs, where it's no other ball of yarn that they have is like that. And it's just random. So I had two oddballs, and I did different sections, so like five rounds of each for each of the socks. And even the Kronos ones, they didn't come out exactly the same. They're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. And this is hand spun yarn, hand dyed yarn. So it's not going to be as even or as matchy as some of the mass-produced yarns are going to be. So, like I said, I made it a point to select places that I had not been to before, because I was like, I want to visit places and have new experiences, so that I can share them with you. And I would have shared even if I'd gone to some of the same places that I'd been to before, and not that I don't love those places. I just wanted to try something different. And while I've had their yarn before, like I said, I've never been to their studio. I bought the yarn at a farmer's market. So I was like, well, let me actually check out their place. And I keep calling it a studio because it is more of a studio than a shop. Yes, they have yarn in the front, but they also do so much more than that. They have all kinds of classes, from yarn dyeing to spinning to crocheting to knit. They have so much that they offer. It's two sisters, and one of them has married a man from Greece, and that is where the Odyssey line comes from. So on the back of the labels, it says High Prairie Fibers, which is where the yarn comes from, and Wayward Fiber Arts. Bring your own imagination to this delightful collaboration. So there's multiple techniques enriched by the Odyssey yarn. So you have multiple things here, and I'm reading the label before I show it to you because right now some of the pictures from the studio are popping up. Now this is a wool exclusive shop. There's different kinds of wool there, but they only sell wool and potentially wool blends. There's not going to be the cotton, the bamboo, the acrylic, and that's another reason why I refer to it as a studio instead of a yarn shop or store, because it's a rather niche place, which is amazing that they offer so much and they have such a variety of things, even with just having one fiber content type, right? So I did get to talk with one of the sisters about all the things that they do there, and then there were also some ladies using the e-spinners. It's the one that Spring, the fiber enthusiast, uses sometimes when she's not doing her big spinning wheel. And they were giving me all kinds of tips and suggestions, because I would love to learn how to do that. I also want to learn how to knit, but I'm not doing any of those things right now. I have to be careful that I don't bounce off into something else, because I don't have the time. I have my children that need to be my priority, and at some point I'll have more time for me. But right now I have my crochet, I have yarn, I have puzzles, I have books, I have my friends, I have all kinds of things. This amazing place that I live in, right? So there's lots of things that I have. I don't want to add another learning curve to the mix right now. I'm pretty steady where I am, but it was great to get tips from them and learn from them, because I do want to pursue it at some point. So what did I buy? Well, I bought 2 more oddballs. And on the back it says, a collection of this and that, odd bits left from other color runs, randomly plied for a journey of surprise, complete with slubs, splices, and other inconsistencies typical of mill ends. No 2 skeins are alike. Domestic wool, mostly Corriedale. So it's 200 yards. They're DK weight. I loved the mix of blue in all of this, and then this one was really kind of just a happy mix. So I thought that would be neat to have them both. I'm not necessarily going to make them into socks, but they are very lovely to have. So I am excited for both of these. So this is the bluish one, and then this is the multicolored one. There's a bit of purple peeking out of the bottom down there. And then where did? Oh, there it is. So again, my daughter wanted me to make something. Sorry, I want to make sure that I have them all together here. Okay, so my daughter wanted me to make something. So these actually go together. This is remnants of this. And this is the Odyssey. This is a Corriedale DK 2-ply, 200 yards. And this is remnants of this colorway. So my daughter wanted me to make her something and her stuffed animal something, and then I have to find a mini one of these. The word escapes me right now. A mini one of these, because she wants, I think, a hat, and then she wants me to make her stuffed animal a hat. I don't know that I'm going to find a mini one of these small enough for the stuffed animal, but I'll try. So these are much brighter than what you're seeing. This is really dulling out all of the color, but this is like a rainbow. It's not like a rainbow, it is a rainbow of color. Pretty vibrant, lovely colors here. So I only have one of these because this is for my daughter and then this is for her stuffed animal. And they had a bunch of these like remnant tiny hanks on sale. So I could have got a bunch of those, but I didn't. So then the next thing that I got was Odyssey in Circe's Knot. Oh, this one came apart. Anyway, so this is Circe's Knot. There's some really deep purples in here, some turquoise. So like, here's some turquoise here. Again, much brighter than what you're seeing. There's some beautiful bright greens in here. Some deep purples. It's really, really beautiful. And then the last one that I got, oh, that's going to fall. Let me get this out. Set it there. And then I'm going to put this back in. Stop it, everything. Sorry for all of the noise. But then I can put the yarn back in just a moment. So this is again more Odyssey, but this is Calypso. So if you are not familiar, the Odyssey is a story. The story of Odysseus. Right? And he was a soldier and a family man, and he was in the battle of Troy. He fought with Achilles, and then after the battle, after the war, he pissed off the god Poseidon, and Poseidon sent him on an odyssey, on a journey, an incredibly long one, where he was tempted, he was tested, he was kidnapped, he was tricked, he tricked other people. He did have some gods in the story that helped him, some people that were on his side, right? And then when he got home to be back with his wife and his son, there were other trials that he had to go through. It was, I've read the story a lot. I taught the story in 9th grade English quite often. So I'm trying to tell you the story without giving it all away. But it is a journey. And I love that that title is tied to the journey of creating as well. So you have the yarn, and yes, it's tied to like Calypso or Circe or Wandering or Kronos or, you know, whatever, any part of that, but you are creating your own story and having your own journey with the yarn itself. So I don't know that they went that deep with it, but I did. So I really enjoy that yarn, and I enjoyed visiting with one of the owners and being able to learn more about the studio. I will put the link to the website in the description box. And if you're in the area, please do go check it out. And if you have any questions, I would love to answer them if I can in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the yarn. Let me know what you think about the studio, the story, the Odyssey, anything. I would love to chat with you. So until then, be well, be safe, and as always, be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!